happening, guys? Welcome to PC Invasion Plays. This is our playthrough of Farming Simulator 19. Just a quick one because today the embargo lifted for these types of early gameplay videos. The game does not release until next week, but the folks over at Focus Home Interactive, the publishers of the game, were nice enough to hook us up with a review code. So I'm going to be publishing my review on November 19th. But right now, I'm just going to give you guys, like I said, just a quick playthrough. And today we're in one of the two included maps in the game, and that's the Felsbrunn map, which is based on Europe. Felsbrunn, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Now, here's the thing. I actually made another video already, but there were some audio issues. I haven't done the playthrough videos in a while where I record with Voicemeeter and Shadowplay simultaneously. And I totally messed up the audio, so I decided, you know what, instead of trying to redo the video itself, I might as well just start a whole new one. So I'm gonna make this one a little bit more condensed because of time, but it'll still do its job of providing like a basic outlook of the brand new game. Now I actually got into the Farming Simulator series back with Farming Simulator 17, so I haven't been around to see it in its entirety, but when I got on with Farming Simulator 17 back in 2016, I was immediately addicted. I can't remember how I came across it for the first time, but I know that once I started playing, like, that was it. I was a fan, and even though I consider myself to be a fan, I think I'm still like a far cry from what more enthusiastic players are. Like, I check the Farming Simulator subreddit every now and again, and you got some really hardcore members of the community, man. I don't think I'm anywhere near that. I've put into well over 100 hours on the PC version of Farming Simulator 17, and I think about 24 hours on the Nintendo Switch version. So I've played a good amount. So I have been looking forward to Farming Simulator 19, and I've been playing it for over 20 hours at this point. And I must say that I got some words. as it relates to this game, but I'm not going to be giving my formal review until November 19th. So today I'm going to have to be very careful with what I say, because I don't want to break the agreement. But yeah, I have been, at the very least, I've been like appreciating all the new little things that they've put into the game. And you probably noticed right off the bat that the visuals do look a lot better. That's because the game does have a brand new lighting engine. That was one of the first things we saw when the game was first revealed. And the lighting engine really is much improved. Like Farming Simulator 17, I always thought it looked flat. Whether I was playing on PC or on the Nintendo Switch, I always thought that it looked kind of flat, kind of washed out. But Farming Simulator 19 by comparison looks way better. Colors seem to be a lot brighter, more vivid, and definitely like the way light interacts with everything in the world, it's so much better. Like, you can see how the light is just shining off of the metallic surfaces of the tractor as well as our cultivator right behind us. And you've also may just noticed that plants now react to being touched. So whether you're in a tractor or whether you're even just walking, the plants will get pushed out of the way. They react quite naturally. I mean, that's a pretty cool brand new feature. Another brand new thing that you're going to notice here is that once I get back on the field, just give me one moment here. Alright, so another thing that you might notice is that the way that the tractor is bobbing and weaving around, bumping up and down, like the way that the vehicles react to the ground physics is much improved here. And you can also look in the interior here, you can see the seat of our farmer. It's bopping up and down. Yep, it's another brand new little visual detail. So yeah, this is real nice. Like, at this point it doesn't surprise me anymore, but when during my first few minutes when I was just noticing everything, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty neat. There's a lot of new stuff going on here in Farming Simulator 19. Like, another little new visual detail, you may have noticed that when I roll over the grass, it actually changes color a bit. It turns into a lighter color. I didn't notice that until just recently, but I thought that was pretty cool. I know I'm missing a few patches here. One thing I wish that they had added was like the equivalent of the GPS mod, so I can't wait for the modders to get on that. But yeah, having that GPS mod has been a lifesaver here on the PC version of Farming Simulator 17, so I can't wait until that comes back here for 19. Of course, no mods have been released yet because the game isn't out to the public yet. But I'm sure within like the first few weeks there's going to be a ton of mods just ported over. GPS mod is definitely on my list of must-haves. It's a shame that it's not on the console versions. Well, it might be on the PS4 and Xbox One versions of FS17. If you are one of the players of the console versions, please let me know. Nintendo Switch version doesn't have any mod support whatsoever, so I've been missing it here on PC because I haven't really played much of FS17 lately. Like, I jumped into it for a little while earlier this year when I was reviewing Pure Farming 2018, which is an entirely different simulator by another development studio. And I jumped back into it because Pure Farming is so close to the FS series that I wanted to do like a bit of a comparison. You should go ahead and watch my review of Pure Farming 2018. But yeah, it's very, very similar to that of FS17, and now with FS19. Okay, I was gonna say something, but never mind. I am gonna leave that for the review. Alright, I'm gonna just set a worker on this real quick. Let him handle it, because I'm butchering those lines, man. Alright. So I've already planted. Oh, some of this has not been planted yet. And I put a worker on this. That's weird. But not all of it seems to be planted yet. This side is a different shade. Yeah. This side has not been planted yet. That's strange. I guess the worker didn't fully finish. I'll finish it. But yeah. I know a lot of you are very excited for the game, and it definitely has been quite an interesting experience so far. I'll say that much. And I definitely wanted to get this gameplay video out earlier. It was supposed to be out from 4 AM Eastern. I spent a few hours last night preparing it. Had all the trouble in the world uploading it to YouTube. And then when it finally finished uploading, only come to find out the audio's messed up. The life of being a video editor, man. The people who do this every day, props to you guys. Whether you're a gaming YouTuber or whether you do something else with YouTube, but to produce videos on a daily basis, I love producing videos, but it can be annoying sometimes. Not only is it very time consuming, but when stuff go wrong, it's just plain annoying. But at least it gives me an excuse to play the game a little bit more. Like, at this point, I've seen just about all the new stuff. I've experienced the 2 new crops, cotton and oats. I've tried the horses. I've tried the John Deere tractors. You see it in the thumbnail, and don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys that in just a minute. But yeah, I've done just about all the new stuff here in FS19 already. Although I haven't seen too much of this map. Like, 99% of my gameplay so far has been on the Ravensport map, which is the American map. And the reason why I picked the Ravensport map was simply because, well, I've never been to Europe before. And so I could relate to America a lot more, even though I'm not from America. Don't let the voice fool you. Alright. You said that you were done. Buddy, you're not done. Not at all, sir. Like the AI worker got confused a bit. But what you're seeing right now is just the starter machinery. because I just started this save file last night when I recorded the other video, the one that failed. So all the machinery that you're seeing is the starter machinery for this map. The starter machinery for the American map, Ravensport, it's a little bit different. Like, you still get the 3 starting tractors, except the other ones are, I believe those are either cases or fence. I don't know why. I can't remember the brand name, even though I've been looking at them for the past couple of hours. But they're either cases or fence. These are Arcos. Or this is actually a Fent as well. Alright. So now I think the lineup is straight enough to where I could put the AI worker back on this side of the field, and he should be able to finish up with no problem. Emphasis on should. But you guys know how Farming Simulator is. A lot of stuff should happen. That doesn't necessarily mean it's always gonna happen, though. Alright, let's move our harvester back over in the shed. The New Holland. He's a big guy, but his capacity isn't that big. But yeah, as you can see, those ground physics are on full display for every bit of machinery. Let me just hop on the interior here. You can see the seat still moving up and down. The lighting effects still very, very beautiful. Right, I'll put the harvester right here for now. I was supposed to pull in way more gracefully than that. My bad. There we go. Right, he's still doing his thing. Alright, so we got the Fiat here. I'm actually gonna switch this out real quick. First off, I'm gonna just put this wheat in the storehouse. The silo, my bad, not storehouse. I'm gonna put this wheat in the silo. And I'm gonna swap this for some canola. Because canola and soybeans are still, just like an FS17, they're still like the 2 easiest things to farm that will make you the most money. I don't know, there's something just so visually appealing to just seeing it roll on into the silo like that. Alright. Gonna bring it around. Let it start filling up, and then I'm gonna switch this tractor, because this Fiat, I really like the visual design of it. Like, I really love the way classic machines look. But this thing has no horsepower. Like, none. You can only get up to 15 miles per hour, so I'm gonna swap this out for one of the Fents. And I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fents, I believe it's pronounced Fents. That sounds like fence. Back her in here. There we go. Turn it off. Let's swap to this guy over here. Drop the cedar. Alright. So this will give us a chance just to see a little bit of the countryside, the European countryside of the Felsbrunn map. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our sales panel. I think I went past it. Did I? Yeah, Alright, here it was, the second tab. I don't know why I missed that. Okay, so we have some canola, and it looks like our best option is the Port Northwest, the northwest section of the port. Okay. Port Northwest is, whoa, to the very extreme left side, top left of the map. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get a nice scenery tour here, guys. All right, we're road trip time. It'll also give us an opportunity to appreciate the visuals a little bit. Gonna let our AI worker finish. You better be done by the time I get back. That's an order. Sorry for the stuttering. It's one thing that has returned from FS17 is the stuttering. I don't know why these games stutter like this, because even with the brand new graphics engine, I mean, there's more demanding titles out there, and my laptop can run them a little bit more consistently better than this. So that's kind of disappointing, but not a huge pain in the butt. Like, it was stuttering much worse early on, but I adjusted a few settings and then I got it to run. I'm not gonna say smoothly, because obviously it's not totally smooth, but much smoother than it was before. Alright, move the map out of the way. I'm just making sure I'm going the right way, because like I said, I have not really touched this map. Almost all of my game time has been in Ravensport. Alright, train is not coming. You may recognize the train from FS17. It was only on one map, Goldcrest Valley, but now it's on both the European and the American map, and it's actually now controlled by the AI. You can still take control of it if you want to, but now the AI moves it around. Before, it would just stay one place back in FS17. Okay, so I'm gonna pull into the port here. And our drop-off point is all the way up to the very top. Okay. Pop out third-person camera. Nice water effects too. That's pretty beautiful. Whoa! Okay. My fault. I was not looking where I was going. I was entranced by the digital beauty. There's a ship off in the distance. You can see it straight ahead of me, and it's actually moving a little bit. Oops, clipped into those objects. Yeah, even the ships are actually moving, so that's pretty nice. They're not static. It's the right drop-off point? Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. Make our delivery. There we go. Animations are still really smooth, really nice. There we go. 23,973 bucks. Not bad at all. Still not enough to buy the John Deere that I want though, but don't worry. I have another save file that's on another game mode, because now there are 3 game modes where you have this right now is the traditional that we're all used to, where you start off with some basic machinery and with a starter amount of money, then you make your way from there. But the 2 other game modes, I can't remember exactly. I know one of them is called Start From Scratch, and I believe the next one is called Farm Manager. Start From Scratch and Farm Manager, they're basically the same thing, where you own no machinery, you own no fields, and you have a starting amount of cash. Well, Start From Scratch, you actually only have about, I think, like $500,000, which is not a lot. And in Farm Manager, you have $1 million, which can catapult you into a good place if you spend wisely on what you decide to have at first. Oh, there's a train. But yeah, that's another new thing here with Farming Simulator 19, is that you have to buy land. You don't just buy fields, you have to buy entire plots of land. But in this game mode, I think you can buy land. Let me just verify that. That's one thing I have not looked at. One of the very few things I haven't looked at yet. You can buy land in the traditional mode. Okay, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. The only difference here is that your starting amount of cash is the lowest out of all the 3 game modes. But this is still technically the easiest, because again, you have starting machinery and some of the fields are already bought for you, whereas the other 2 game modes, you have to buy everything for yourself, including your farm. The buildings on your farm. You'll see in a second when I switch to the other save game. So we're making our way back. You can see the physics are once again reacting, because I'm moving uphill, so tractor's struggling to make it over a little bit. But once we get back, we can just jump into the other save file, show you guys some John Deere and our horse. Alright, here we are over in the other save game, and as you can see what I was talking about, this is farm manager mode. And yeah, all the buildings are now gone because, like I said, you have to purchase them yourself. But I decided to spend my money on this boy, John Deere 6230R. This is what you saw in the thumbnail. Beautiful. Of course, as we all know by now, this is the first time John Deere has appeared in the farming simulator games. Officially. There have been mods, but this is the official version. It's an interior look. Very, very nice. And you can also hear our horse. He's neighing. He wants some attention. Don't worry, I'll be with you in a minute, buddy. But yeah, the 6230R is a medium-sized tractor, the most expensive medium-sized tractor in the game so far. But it definitely gets the job done. Like, I mainly bought it just to haul this seeder/cultivator combo, because it has just the right amount of horsepower. Rapid. And I believe all my fields are already have some crops on them, so I can't actually do any work with this. I've already seeded that other field off to the left. But I actually purchased this field right here with these potatoes, sugar beet already on it. And I hate sugar beet. Like, I have no real use for it. So I was thinking if I should just go ahead and eviscerate it with this thing. But I don't know. I might harvest them. I haven't really decided yet. But let's go ahead and take a look at our horse, Edward. How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. Can you let me get on? Surprisingly, you don't need a saddle. Oh wait, the saddle appears once you get on. Okay. So it has 3 speeds. A normal trot, goes into a bit of a gallop, sprint mode, and there we go. Beautiful jump. And yeah, the stuttering is real. Oh my goodness. I may have to make a few more adjustments, but bear with it for now. Just take Edward off for a quick ride. And I want to show you guys the physics here. See the way the plants are just moving out of the way as we ride through. It's actually pretty cool. I'm sure in real life this would never work. The horse would probably be traumatized because it can't see where it's going. He can jump pretty high. Of course, this is not the first game to have horse riding, but it's such an unnecessary feature for Farming Simulator. Like, this didn't need to be here. Doesn't really change the game in any way other than the fact that you can now do it just because you can. But it's still cool. So like, I appreciate little stuff like this. Like, it didn't need to be here. It's totally unnecessary, but it's cool to have it. And I really enjoy it. And you once you buy a horse, you're actually encouraged to ride it because that's going to keep its fitness level up. So even though it's not necessary in terms of the fact that it's not necessary for this to have been included in the game, it is very much necessary for you to ride the horses once you buy them. So do keep that in mind. Alright, gonna jump back in. There we go. Kind of clipped the gate there. But it looks like Edward didn't really mind. Okay. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Kinda cute. Alright guys, but this was not supposed to be like some super in-depth analysis, because what am I going to talk about for the review if I go ahead and give like a full-on analysis right now, right? And at this point, I'm sure if you've been following the game, you already know all the new stuff that are going to be here. So what's really going to be important is, how do I feel about all that? And I'm going to be answering that question on November 19th when the review embargo lifts and I can finally talk about it from a critical perspective. And I can't wait. because like I said, I got some words. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you tune into that review, and I will definitely look forward to seeing you guys next time. Till then, have a good one. Hasta luego.